What's up, Kansas City? It's your boy LG Moan back once again. And tonight we got a couple of poets from the Poetry Life League joining us tonight to talk about, their journey in poetry, letting us get to know a little bit more about them. So, without further ado, the name is Serenity Speaks and Shayo. So, without further ado, y'all give them a round of applause and welcome two great poets. Hey, how y'all doing?
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good this Sunday evening. So you guys want to introduce yourself? Serenity, you can go first. Let the people know a little bit something about you, and just let the people know about you.
All right. Serenity Speaks. I'm a spoken word artist, a screenwriter. I used to do media as well. I still do media, just kind of on a break. Had a radio show at KUAW and formerly with a site, What's Up Kansas City, and from Kansas City, Missouri. And with the Poetry
Okay.
League as well.
Poetry Life League. Yeah, give it up for the Poetry Life League. Did I say your name all right?
That is one of my names. That's Shao. I am Sherry
Okay.
Hall. Uh, I forgot that Shao was up there, but I am Sherry Purpose Hall. Also of the Poetry Life League. I am the executive director of Arthropy, formerly Poetry for Personal Power. I was a radio host, did a radio show, The Gospel of Poets, for a long time, which was aired on KPRT. Plus a whole bunch of stuff, just lots of
A bunch of stuff. Just staying busy. Staying busy. Okay, we welcome y'all to the show, the Low Numbers Podcast. A friend, I don't know how well y'all know Be Rich, but he's the one that hooked y'all, up with this, and that's kind of the. So, do you guys know Be Rich well or not at all?
Well, B Rich is one of the judges for Poetry Life League. I just met him, but we actually have mutual people in common. So
Okay.
that was Small World. Seems pretty cool, and he's representing each. Some of the judges represent teams as well. He represents the team that I'm actually on in the league, which is Team Diagnosis.
Okay. How many teams are there in the league, and do you know all the names of the team or just your own?
There are 4 teams in the league: Living Legends, Diagnosis, Bold Words, and Red Dragons. And so Be Rich is the judge for the Red Dragons. And then each team some teams have 2 judges. Well, I think all teams are actually supposed to have 2
No,
judges.
B Rich is the team judge for Diagnosis.
So you guys don't have 2 judges?
No, I don't think so. I think we just got the one.
Yeah, some judges come on there and we like, hey, I'm with the Red Dragons. I'm like, oh, okay, that's another judge. I'm like, okay.
So
I'm
you
not sure
guys,
how this is set up, but all right, cool.
so, so you guys aren't on the same team?
No.
No, we're not.
So y'all going against each other.
We eventually will be, yeah.
Okay. But it's a friendly battle. So you
Well,
know,
most me and Sherry, we've battled each other before, technically, locally
okay.
and local to them. So
Yeah.
Because you watch
it's no,
some of these like rap battles, and they kind of get personal. You know
Don't
what
get
I mean?
don't
ooh,
get into it because we just got
yeah.
had one to get knocked out
I
yesterday.
I saw that. I seen
Got his
They,
that.
face knocked out our mouth.
oh yeah. So
I heard
yeah,
their mama.
Face, grits, and chitlins just knocked straight across the stage, and she
yes.
deserved it. I don't
Yeah.
care. So
So I'm kind of new to the, you know what I mean. So I'm trying to figure it all out as far as the poetry league, because I think is the poetry league something that's new, or is that
Yeah,
something that's been going on?
this
Something.
is a new league. This is a new thing. TK out of Dallas, he came up with it. It's 12 weeks. Everybody essentially goes against, it's 24 poets. Essentially everyone goes against each other. There's
Okay.
what's the last 4 people are the ones standing? Is that how it goes, Sherry?
yeah. So well, really, is Did we say 12 weeks? Well, okay. Everybody battles everybody at least once,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
By the time we get to the semifinals, it'll drop down to 16 poets. After the semifinals, then it'll drop down to 4, which will face off in person in Dallas for
Okay.
cash prize. But along that time, he is strategically releasing videos of the battles, which will help people not only get their followers up, but also increase the popularity of the league, allow people to really fall in love with poetry again and that art and the different styles of art that come from across the nation, because everybody got different styles.
Yeah.
But also the poets, like we will soon have merch with our names and different things like that on them, and Poetry Life League. And so that is how also a little bit of money comes in the league for the people who are the performers, because art ain't free, you know that.
Yeah. Yeah.
You doing a podcast, it ain't
Yeah.
free.
It's free in the beginning. I mean, you building, and that's
Yeah,
what I think that y'all doing is building. That's what I'm trying to do with the podcast is build. So in the beginning, there's not a lot of money in it. It's
right.
really, and you have to have a heart for, a passion for what you're doing, because there's not a lot of money or in the beginning, what I mean, the building stages. So I understand y'all trying to build, but at the end of the day, y'all passion is poetry,
And you
right? I
see
mean,
people battle with pure heart.
yeah.
Yes.
So you said there's different styles of poetry, right?
Mhm.
What can you explain? Like, what's your style and Serenity? What's your, let the people know the style. And if y'all, can drop a couple bars, drop a couple bars at any time y'all feel like it. I like to hear y'all. Unless, I mean, like you said, it's not free. I don't want to, what I'm saying, put y'all out there.
Nah, that's
Um,
not what I'm saying. I'm saying it takes money to keep a thing going.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah.
You can't sustainability for something, especially something this big, to have it keep going, is a lot. And
Yeah.
TK is right now doing everything out of his pocket. So respect to TK and respect to everybody contributing, because I know that Be Rich is contributing on the back end. All the judges contribute their time and their brain power, and then the poets, we contribute our time. Like it takes a lot to keep this going.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Okay.
as far as styles, I would say, I know for my personal self, I'm more of a smoother, calmer. Like the name Serenity is
Yeah.
that's not my real name. That's the stage.
But
So
that's your style, though.
I'm more
The
laid back,
smoothing.
kind of
Okay.
kind of smooth. I'll get active a little bit, but
Yeah.
for the most part, I'm pretty smooth or whatever. And people different have different cadences. Everybody has their or how they write could be a different style as well. That's why we were saying like there's different people have for different styles,
Okay.
and so some people are more impactful, and we're judged on what the judges think whenever we're doing the league and how they feel. Was it impact, delivery,
Mm.
Yeah.
substance? What's the other one, Cherry?
Impact. Oh, I have to penmanship, impact,
Yes. Yeah, I know what you
believability, substance, delivery. I have to remember them in order. My
Yeah.
yeah.
brain.
Okay. So what's your style?
We don't know. It depends on how the wind blows.
Oh, so you versatile.
I am versatile, and I'm versatile within style and subject matter. I don't like to be pigeonholed. I am
Okay.
the only thing typical about me is probably I'm a typical Black girl. So just like my hair changes styles, the poetry is probably gonna do the same.
Okay. Okay. And do you guys have a favorite, like a poet amongst the league that you like? I mean, what amongst
Mm.
you guys, do you guys have a favorite, somebody that you really like, or
Um, I went against Empress. And I'm seeing her on Empress today. I liked her style. She does a lot of love poems and stuff. I like that.
Hmm.
She's kind of smooth. I'm digging her. I actually watched some of her videos before this week even, so I'm
Hmm.
digging her. I'm digging Violet. She's actually on my team. She has some erotic pieces as well. I don't really do much erotic poems.
Yeah.
I got like two or three. So I like her style. Indigo, he's on my team as well. He's kind of funny, So
Yeah.
um, yeah, he's pretty hilarious. So um, yeah, I'm digging a little bit of everybody that's in our league.
Okay. It
We
sounds like fun.
Yeah, it's
It's fun.
ultimately, I mean, we're battling, but ultimately it is about, you know, trying to grow as poets, network with other poets outside of your city. I mean, we're two from here, so we already know each other, but I would never known some of these poets if I hadn't got involved with the league. So, just networking, getting outside of your hometown, basically.
Yeah. What about you? Do you have any favorites?
I like different aspects of different people. I do definitely I like the camaraderie and fellowship for one that I've been able to have with Lady Crucible, and I like her passion. Um, I love True Poet. Um, they are almost like yin and yang, right? He's
Yes.
just a little bit more chill, but they have the same kind of passion. I definitely Poet Without Apology.
Hmm.
He is researched. I am a geek, he is a geek. I so appreciate his pen. So there are aspects of people that I pick out, like, because I can hear the editing, or I can hear your research, or the
Yeah.
way you form your passion. And for him, it's his pen. Like, I would want to read his books. I could get lost in one of his books or something like that. I do appreciate Shorty Rock, because again, she is versatile in a different way. She's smooth, but I think another reason that Serenity probably appreciates her, because she speaks multiple languages as well. So she'll
Wow.
incorporate that in poems.
Yeah.
Um, people do all kinds of different things.
Let me say
Hmm.
her stage name right. Shorty Rock, but I know her as Violet also. That's who I was talking about when I said Violet. Violet, that's who I was talking about. Her name is Shorty Rock. That's who Sherry
Okay.
was talking about.
Okay.
I think I can find something that I honestly like and appreciate about everyone. And I think if you have gone through 23 battles with these people and don't at least find something that you like about them, and also find a way to grow with them, you failed the mission in
Yeah.
doing the doggone battles.
Okay. Well, I mean, it sounds like it's a fun league, and I can't wait to get into it and check it out more for myself, and I hope other people can too. Um, you said you both of y'all from the area, Kansas City area,
You from the
Mhm.
town.
Yeah,
from the town.
they see the town.
Okay.
Yeah.
From the town.
Is it are you two, or is there any other artists? Many from the town.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
in the league.
Yeah.
Oh, in the league? No, it's just us two from Kansas City.
Just you. So y'all two representing Kansas City. So hopefully, y'all bring home that win for the town. You
Oh,
know what I mean? Y'all gonna bring it home for the town.
we gunning for
Okay.
it.
What
Yeah.
other thing? Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just
My
gonna
fault.
say I feel like with us, it's like since we some people from the cities they don't necessarily communicate. I mean, we
Yeah.
communicate. We at the end of the day, we sisters in poetry. So,
Hmm.
if it ain't you, it's me. That's how I feel about it.
Okay.
And the thing is, it's KC versus everybody at the end of the day. That's one. Two, I've explained this to them. I am used to competing against people who I love, people who I call fam. So if I'm coming into this and I don't know you, I expect to get to know you or something. Like, it's no animosity. This ain't even personal. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? If you chop me up, it's cool. I'm gonna come back, I'm gonna chop you up. we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna get after it and we're gonna hug it out. But
Yeah,
um,
chop you up.
it's gonna be all right.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna get to it though.
I mean,
So yeah, have you been chopped up yet?
Nah, I wouldn't call it chopped up. I lost my first battle, but I lost it by 2 points. In
Okay.
that first battle, I lost against a person on my own team, my team captain, True Poet. He actually got 100 and I got 98. So the most points you can get is 100 and I got 98. So I wouldn't call it chopped up.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But hey, we
You got
brought home
cut.
198 points to our team though. So
Okay.
in that aspect, but I still lost the battle. So
But you still in there.
I'm still in there in the semifinals. I'm probably gonna have to see them again, and that's what
Okay.
it is.
Okay, that's what's up. What other things do you guys do besides poetry? You know, well rounded. What other things you guys do?
well, like I said, I was a media personality for a minute. I was doing this website called What's Up Kansas City, and I was doing a radio show, KUAW. Shout out to KUAW. It's radio state, right? Definitely got knowledge, understanding, and wisdom.
Yeah.
That's the name of the station. They still out there. They doing their thing. I was actually one of the people who helped pioneer and start that station. So I'm always gonna give them a shout out to them. So doing that, and then also, as I said, I write well, not screenplays, it'd be movie, so screenwriter. You say
Okay.
I've actually won awards for that as well, which some people don't necessarily know.
Hey, you
Okay.
better shout that out. What did we?
Congratulations.
Right,
Congratulations.
I'm awarded on both sides. I don't be getting cocky, but
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
award-winning writer. Yes, you
right,
better say
award-winning
it.
writer. I write songs as well. Yeah,
yeah.
that's something
Okay.
I don't really talk about either. I actually wrote something for Church Boy. He didn't end up using it, but he did like my song.
Yeah.
I actually have songs that I've written that I just kind of tuck them away because I can't sing like that. So they'll be in a book eventually or something, or maybe if I work with an artist that sings, maybe I'll pass it to them.
Okay.
But so I do a little bit of everything when it comes to writing.
To art. So is it male and female you write for?
Yeah, well, Church Boy's male, but some of the stuff that I wrote, like that I just kind of have tucked away, it's woman's voice, so I can switch from up. I've even wrote little raps before too. That's why I be like telling people I write songs. Like if an artist saying they working on a project, I'll slide it in. So I could probably do some hooks, stuff like that.
Yeah. So
Um,
if there's somebody that needs some songwriting, they can get in touch with you and
oh
you
yeah.
might be able to help them out.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I'm more like even when I wrote the song for Church Boy, I wrote most of the song myself. There's a singer, J Soul. She's a phenomenal singer from from the town. She
Mm-hmm.
it was like we got a studio because basically it was like they did a call to artists to come to the studio because they was working on some projects. And I don't sing, but I was like, I write songs. So I was like, well, I want to come, They might come
Mm-hmm.
on out. So I went, and so I'm in the room with all these singers, rappers and stuff. And so they just kind of, like, what's she finna do? You know what I'm saying? So actually, I finished most because I already had, like, they sent me the beat before I went to the studio. So I started writing something, and I got so far into it, I think I got about second verse or so, and I was like, okay, this needs something. J Soul came in, she started picking up, she doing little stuff singers sing and pick up on. She's doing the ad libs and all
Mm-hmm.
that. She was like, well, okay, I see what you got going. She wrote out a bridge. So that's why I said I could be a helper to someone who sings, but Me singing, no, no, you don't. I could do,
Okay.
I could bag you up or something, but trying to sing myself, no.
Okay.
So that was
What
a
about
great experience. Loved it.
okay? What about you?
Um, I'm also interdisciplinary. I do some visual arts, as in multimedia. Um, Along with that, I also publish. So in publishing, I'd like to say I'm a writer. And I write more than just poetry. So we can talk about essays, blogs, different things like that, stories, short stories, longer form. But I also publish people. My publishing company is called Penfire Publishing. I believe it's important for us to own our narratives. So that is why I do this. So outside of nonprofit work, which is Arthropy, which is mental health and arts, um, where we do our best to provide those mental health services with artists to people who look like us and people who are disenfranchised or may um, not have the money to be able to afford it. And that is where stigma lives, right? Because we don't even believe in letting no doctor mess with us in the first place when we actually may need the help. But that's a very logical reaction that we have because we have been messed over so long and for so much. Somebody who's a peer who has lived experience and have some core competencies, be able to help you with some things that is trained. And also an artist who's been there to be able to walk alongside you or even give you resources makes a difference. So giving our people access that they can actually identify with rather
Yeah.
than trying to send them to a clinician, because less than 2% of clinicians are of color, let alone Black or anything else. So trying to find like people outside, I was trying to find a Black such and such,
Mm.
and then finding one that you actually like.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like you find a Black one, and then do you like them though? Can you work with them?
It's a little bit harder.
It makes it harder. And so our artists are really good at having their own programs sometimes, really talking about their own struggles through their art, sharing that in the community. I also run Easter Red Art House, which helps sustainability for artists through that as well by doing programming and things of that nature. So I do a lot of arts administration, advocacy, and stuff like that outside of being an artist, which can get in the way of art. So that's why I'm glad to be in the league because it helps me like continually refocus on at least this part of my art and refocus on myself. Because it's been time for me to do that next book, but
Yeah.
one of my personalities to put out a doggone book. So I do have a pseudonym. I do have a pseudonym. Miko Black is also published. So
Okay.
and Miko Black does erotica and all that kind of stuff. All the stuff that Purpose Hall probably shouldn't publish. The other personality, it's time for her to have a whole nother volume, and she ain't published it yet. So
Yeah. I ran into somebody yesterday because yesterday was 913 day, and they had
mhm.
a parade and vendors. I also wrote a couple books myself,
Hey,
and someone was asking me about publishing. And it's good to know that you a publisher and you could possibly help. I can refer them to you next time if someone
absolutely.
needs a publisher.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's I think art is a beautiful thing. It helps you kind of get some things in you out, whether it's poetry or writing a book or writing a song. It's kind of a relief. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
hey, cheers to my fellow artists. You know, but
Cheers.
back to the Poetry Life League. What do y'all expect, on your next battle? Do y'all know who y'all battling next?
Mhm.
I I just did a battle today, so
Or you don't know who your next battle is with?
I'd have to look it up. But I literally just
I'll
battle
look it
today.
up.
So
Hold on. I
okay,
always have it
you
ready.
got me.
I got you. I got you. Hold on, because I'm on my
So
computer too.
so is it like a what they call like the draft where whoever wins this battle goes against whoever wins the on two different
No, it's not. It's
it's
No.
not
not like
bracket
that.
yet. I think the
Like
brackets start
brackets.
at the semis.
Okay.
Yeah,
Brackets
like
start at the
the
semis, I think. But right now, the battles are just already scheduled. So
Okay.
the next battles are on the 20th and 21st. So next battle, you're against Minister Rock next week.
oh, that's one of my teammates.
And they stay having us go against. Well, you got 6 teammates, so you got to go against. I mean, there's 6 of you on the team. I'm against Dope Female next week, so we both going against our own teammates next week.
Okay. Are these just on YouTube or are they live battles?
The battles, he records them, edits them down, and then puts them on YouTube. He puts select battles on YouTube, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they're all under the Poetry Life League on YouTube.
Yep.
Yep.
So subscribe, like, comment, and share.
Yeah.
Please.
I'm think I'm already subscribed, but I need to go back and check them battles out. It sounds
Oh,
like
absolutely.
yeah.
And I think it's gonna be crazy to watch somebody, watch the battle from week 1 and then watch one from, all the way later. Like, oh, okay, right, you are. So I think that's gonna be dope.
Okay. And do y'all like what school did you guys go to? You say you from the city. What high school? College. I mean, represent where you from.
We both actually went to UMKC. That's,
UMKC.
UMKC.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
a backstory. A lot of people don't know me and Sherry know we go back since college.
that's
Okay.
flat, son.
So y'all
Uh,
been knowing y'all been
like,
knowing each, I've been knowing
Yeah,
each other then.
yeah. A lot of
yeah,
people
like I
don't.
said, I battle
A lot
people
of
I
people
love.
don't know that.
Okay. Did y'all come in it together? Did y'all like refer each other? Did one of you guys like how did
Um,
y'all like kind of get into it?
actually, Sherry kind of because you might
Are you
remember this more
talking
than
about in
me.
poetry, period?
No,
Yeah, yeah.
no, the Poetry Life League. I mean,
I got
I
an
know.
Well,
invite, and then I went into the group and saw you were already in there.
yeah.
I was like,
I was in there first.
Mhm.
because
Actually,
I was
I
like,
thought
I'm
you was
trying to
asking a
see
story.
what the heck is this? And I saw people I knew in there. I'm like, okay, is this legit? Who is this? Who done asked me to come? Because I be looking at groups with because you get in
Right,
some
that's
groups and
right.
then they got
I
all
was already in there
the
first.
porns in there, and I'm like, and then the box people, I'm like, what but it turned out to be legit, so I'm grateful.
Yeah.
But I thought
Okay.
you were want to get into the story about how we basically
But
did a
the
circle
backstory,
backstory of how
Hey,
we
tell
ran
the
back
back.
into
Hey,
each other.
tell the backstory too. How'd you get into poetry? Whatever. Give the people some to think about.
Well, I was doing poetry, just kind of. I was kind of the shy poet or whatever when I first started doing poetry on stage. Um, Trying to get out there, and I've been writing poetry off and on for a long time, actually since I was a kid. But I had started getting that, poets know that voice to where it's like, okay, my writing need to be on the stage or something. So I started hitting the scene or whatever, and I don't remember exactly how we ran back into each other because Sherry was
I remember
already
that
doing
part.
poetry.
I saw you, girl, coming out of Genghis Khan in the doggone parking lot. I remember seeing you there. We was
Okay, I don't
outside.
even remember this.
I was outside because for whatever reason, I always remember stuff around that area.
So
And
doing
look,
the Genghis
around that
Khan.
area now because we be at Sherry's Executive Lounge. We back around that area now.
See, I didn't even remember that. I just
But
remember she was already doing her thing. She was
Mm-hmm.
out here before
doing
his little poets killing people
right.
already. She was
I wasn't cutting people off. I was
she was cutting them biblically.
Yeah.
see, I only did poetry at churches. I was primarily a Christian poet. Well,
Yeah.
not primarily. I did it at churches, and then I stepped outside of the church, and I still really only did Christian poetry or like community based. But I was like outside. I hadn't started slamming before. But you knew stuff like has always had different networks of
Right.
people that she knew. So even though like I had told her to start coming to poetry, she actually invited me to my first poetry slam.
Did
So it was,
I?
yeah, because you had me come to ULIT.
Oh,
That
okay.
ULIT was my first poetry slam that I lost. And, and I lost it terribly in 3371. Because I
Oh,
panicked.
I remember the 3C7 and you would okay, I remember now.
Girl,
Yeah,
I
okay.
panicked. Because I was like, I'm gonna do poetry slams. You got 3 minutes. Cool. I'm gonna do the shortest poem I got. There was a big old clock at the back of the room. That mug hit 2 minutes and 45 seconds. I knew I was only like 3/4 of the way through my poem. I was like,
It's coming back to me. It's coming back to me. Yeah, because so basically we was on opposite sides. I was going to stuff like ULIT, occasionally popping the soul sessions. She was like you said, mainly doing Christian poetry.
Mm-hmm.
So but
I didn't
like I
know
said,
nothing about that.
she was more advanced poetically than I was at the time. I was,
Well,
still
probably performance rise. Like you
yeah.
always had a pen,
Yeah,
but like
I've been like I said, I've been writing, but that pretty much circled us back around. But we did go to college together, and we have mutual friends. That's all that stuff. So
Okay. So is there venues or outlets? Because I heard you mention something about a venue. Are there venues and
yeah.
outlets where
oh yeah,
poets go in Kansas City where
it's
So
can hear poets on a regular?
right now, there is third Wednesdays at Sherry's Executive Lounge. That is, let me get this address right. 3834 Genesee. Is that 3834,
let me
3834?
let
It's
me look it up.
yes. Come on, you know what I'm saying? Google got me. But it's on 38th and Genesee. What it is a cigar lounge. So they have cigar, they have bars, and I like to warn people before they come in that it is, smoke inside of there, so that if you need to protect your neck, protect your lungs, because I'm one of them people. I've had vocal cord nodules and whatnot. And I hate smoking my locks, but the atmosphere there is so cool. It is so laid back. It is so awesome. That look, I'll watch the locks. It's good. I'll be up in there when we have the show. It's what
The address is 3834 Genesee Road. Well, Street.
I was right. See, I'm like, my car just know the way at this point.
Every Wednesday.
No, third Wednesdays of the month.
Third Wednesday. Okay.
Yes. So third Wednesdays of the month, 3834 Genesee. Doors are pretty much always open because it's a cigar lounge and you can actually get a membership there too. And some cigars come with the membership and you can do business there and all kinds of stuff. Bring your smoking jacket, it's a cool, like legit cool place. And we just had an erotic night there that went just phenomenally as well. There is soon to be at Culture X. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's the old F.
Yeah.
We are about to start having some poetry nights there. I know this is my first time saying it out loud. We're gonna start having some poetry nights there, so you're gonna want to stay tuned for those announcements.
Okay.
Poetry night with features, bands, other things happening. That is coming soon, though. Those will be on Saturdays, like once a month on Saturdays. Monthly, there is something at Broussard Watkins Cultural Center. And that's a little bit earlier in the afternoon. So if you want to get out, they have some free refreshments. And also it's a little bit of a contest because the best person performing for the evening can actually get $100.
Okay.
I believe that is in that the last Wednesday of the month. Normally, I try to post these
It is.
flyers. Also third Wednesdays, Sharayla hosts at Bliss Books. So if you really, really, really can't, like, I got asthma, bro, my lungs is gonna collapse. Head over to Bliss Books. Sharayla got you, and she hosts a poetry night over there, open mic. And also every Wednesday at Blip Roasters, there is a poetry night. So that's just there's a new
Black,
one too. The last
Co.
Tuesday of what?
Black Co.
Black Co on Saturdays. When they announce it. Hosted by Jorge. Hosted by Jorge. But Good Karma Coffee, which is I don't know if they are a black owned coffee shop, newly opened on I almost said Genesee Gillum, 31st Gillum. The last Tuesday of the month, they are
Okay.
having mic nights. So, and they are accepting, like, it's poetry, primary, but they are accepting singers, instrumentalist, whoever. But Good Karma Coffee, black owned coffee store, you know what I'm saying? And it's nice up in there. I dig it. I dig it.
Okay. Sounds like they got a bunch of spots that around the city for poets. I'm gonna have to start checking some of them out. You know what I mean? I'm not real into the poetry. I mean, I like it, but I didn't know they had so many things going on in the city uh for poets. So
Yeah.
what?
Try to keep stuff going, something like things change, move around, but
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like I started a collective. It's myself, G Santana, and Comfy Stennis. We're called Trey's Collective, and we're having an event at the library coming up. Actually, the library on 63rd Street. We've done something before with them. We did in March for Women's History Month, and we're doing something kind of for the fall. So, and it's free, open to the public. Anybody want to come? That's on the 18th. So we're, like she said, people's kind of doing there's a lot of different spots you can go to. People do
Yeah.
their own thing too. So there's a lot of different things going on. But if you
And
want poetry centered, some of the stuff that she said
it's
is
poetry
just
center.
yeah,
Poetry
poetry
center.
centered. Yeah.
But if you wanted to just come out for arts, man, that 18th and Vine Arts Festival. I'm also competing in the 18th and Vine Arts Festival. So I will be there on Saturday, the 27th. I am a part of one of the 15 semi-finalists that will be on that stage that day. And the finals is that evening at 7 o'clock.
And what day is this again?
That's Saturday, September 27th.
Okay. If there's one place that has a cool vibe that you could recommend to somebody, for poetry, which spot would that be?
I would definitely say Sherry's Lounge.
I was
Sherry's.
gonna say
I
Sherry's.
was definitely gonna say
It's
Sherry's.
it's consistent as far as with poetry. It's that grown kind of
Grown
little,
and sexy,
grown. Yeah, I was thinking that grown sexy.
but laid back.
Giving, girl, it's real laid back too. Like I know, the last time I was there, they had newbies getting on, and they, we cheering them on like the veterans. If you
Mhm.
are someone who hasn't shared, the host G Santana and Hypocrisy, they'll welcome you in. It's a welcoming spot for people who are not necessarily giants on the stage. If they want to come and share, or if you just enjoy poetry, it's a good spot to go to.
Okay. Do you guys have any advice for somebody that's just starting out or have ambitions or desires to be performing poetry in front of other audience? Do you have any advice you can give them?
I would say be patient. That's what I would say. Be patient, and then learn your voice. Figure out your voice, and figure out when you're writing. Why are you writing what you're writing? Basically figure out your why, and just keep doing it. That's the main thing. Don't get discouraged by, you know, outside influences and things like that. If it's something you really want to do, it's something you have to be consistent and persistent with. So, like anything else, and also remember it's supposed to be fun too. So,
Yeah.
I think sometimes we get lost in the um especially when you're getting to a certain level, you get that monotony, but it's always fun, and find your why as to why you're doing what you're doing and go from there.
Okay.
I would definitely say find your own voice. Find your own voice, read poetry, because good poets read and listen to good poetry. So, there are a lot of like, man, I ain't never listen to nobody else. That's your problem now. You need to go read and listen to other poets and support poetry. But in that same vein, don't try to sound like everybody else. Like find your own voice and don't be afraid to read. Um, Poets write like it. I'm a spoken word artist, right? But I wrote it and then I memorized it.
Mm.
And there's a such thing as a sonic edit. So like I edited on page, and then as I was memorizing it, then I'm editing for how it sounds. If I'm going to an open mic or if I'm doing a feature, I'm going to read at least one poem normally, to let people know that poets still read. Like it's okay to read, until you get there where you memorizing stuff. And
Reading is fundamental.
it is, especially if you don't have the mental capacity to memorize things, but you got dope words. Read them words.
Yeah. Okay. Who are you? I mean, I know you've been writing for a long time. Was there a person like a teacher or a friend or a family member that influenced you to get into poetry, or was it just something that came natural to you?
It was natural for me. Poetry has always been catharsis. I wrote my first poem after my grandfather passed away when I was 6. So, and it was, even to hear that from myself is kind of odd because I've always been a reader, as well. So to even know that the 6-year-old had the capacity to write a poem, and then they put it in the funeral program as well.
Okay.
Um, so I was published. That's wild. Um, Published is wild. In the
That's
funeral
it.
program, stupid. Like no, but yeah, it's always been a life after death for me, and a way to process things. So for me, it's just always been my way through stuff, and always been my way to laugh at things because sometimes I got a cruel sense of humor, and you can just get away with murder and art. But and workshopping, I love workshopping. I love going to listen and learn from other people in their workshops.
Okay.
I know for me, actually, I started off writing songs first, then it turned eventually into poetry. But it was kind of like a coping mechanism. I was young and I was just like, I write different things if I'm mad or whatever. I remember I wrote a poem about one of my bosses one time. And so, that's one of them you already know what direction
Yeah.
that went. And Right. I didn't cuss. I didn't cuss him out though, but I might as well in the poem.
Yeah.
So it for me it was just show. I've always been a fan of the arts as well. I know my mom said something about one time when Tina Turner came on when I was a kid. I guess I love Tina Turner. So just being a fan of the arts, and then having I mean, I never saw, people writing poetry and doing stuff like that as far as like being around it. But, when you had the assignments in school, I was like, oh, okay, I liked literature. So it was that stuff, I liked it. But as I got older and started getting around, seeing people doing poetry on stage and seeing how they could go with it and do different things with it, then I was like, okay, this is pretty cool. And So it was just something different, but I never really seen that coming up per se.
Okay. So being from Kansas City, what are some of the places you guys enjoy in the city? You know what I mean? When you just kind of like want to have fun and relax, you know, just enjoy the city. What are some of you guys' favorite places or things to
Oh,
do?
can you tell you some of my secret spots? No, just like
Dun, dun, dun. Oh, she legit do got secret spots. Legit.
You got, everybody got look. Everybody got their secret spots they don't want nobody to know about.
But there's okay in the Crossroads. There's this rooftop. Some people probably know where it is, and once I get to describing it. But I love going up there. When my cousin came into town from Dallas, we took me. It was me and my mom, and my mom's not even she don't be going out or whatever. We took her up there because I was taking him too, and she was just like, how you figure out this place?" You know what I'm saying? And she liked it. It overlooks the whole downtown. Just little stuff like that, and then that's one of them. Mission Taco. A lot of people don't know about Mission Taco. They got some good
Mhm.
tacos. That's like a random spot,
Yeah,
but it's down off of what's that, about 18th and Oak. They got good
Mhm.
margaritas too. What else?
yeah. Mission. Yeah, they cool. I've been there before. They cool.
Even there, it's cool. I like
Yeah,
it's
they got different varieties of tacos. They kind of different. You know what I mean?
yeah, and
Kind of fancy.
grinders.
Yeah,
Grinders is
yeah. They
like
down. Yeah,
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 yeah, yeah. Grinders is a cool little different spot too.
yeah.
That's I feel like it's authentically Kansas City because the pizza, of course, it's not like New York or Chicago pizza, but I'm saying like the way
It's
Grinders
tasty.
looks and
Yeah.
Yeah.
how it is, it's just the little off to the side kind of
Little
grungy,
cool
but
spot.
yeah, cool
Mhm.
little spot. Um, yeah,
So
that's
I'm
one of the
thinking
main.
for me, I like water. So we are legit the city of fountains. I can go
Hmm.
sit by a fountain at night and listen to it. Especially when you lighten it up with those the different colors. When the Chiefs play, when the Royals play, like actually enjoying the fountains when they are in season. Because at a certain point they gonna turn them off. So the fountains that you can actually go sit by, sometimes like the Crown Center fountains, and the how the water runs down around there. Of course, there's the Plaza fountains, but the different little spots around the city. The fountains that you can actually sit by, take a moment. Even the memorial by Brush Creek, the Freeman's Memorial, right? I have even sat by there because I only lived up the street for a cool minute. Um, and like, yeah, sit by out there by yourself at night, you in the hood, I am, and is, and I'm good. You know what
You
I'm
know,
saying?
the park I like is that park off the plaza. That's a cool little park too to just
Yeah.
walk.
Which
Yeah,
one? Which one is that?
the one with the
You
the
talking about
fountain.
with the fountain on it? Yeah,
The
Yeah,
fountain, it has the
can't think of the
exercise
name of
equipment,
yeah,
everything.
yeah, yeah. It's a cool little walk. Walk around.
it. And
It's
it's
cool.
right
What?
there by the plaza.
Yeah. So, what's your favorite bar? Because we known for barbecue in Kansas City on
My
both
house.
sides of the water.
Yay.
You
Your
you
house.
ain't legit. You ain't legit Kansas City unless you go know somebody's house. Like everybody asks that question, like, "What's the best Kansas City barbecue?" And like, okay, fine. Like it's either gonna be like, um, folks. If you black, we gonna fall back on saying, okay,
Gates.
go to Gates.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it,
But then we get to nitpicking and say, well, if you want more meat, if you want this, if you want that,
yeah,
239, go to Jack Stack. But for real, if you good, if you peoples, you got somebody house to go to. Because
yeah.
there's no barbecue in Kansas
Gates
City.
or LCs.
LC. Yeah,
Okay. Okay. But my burn ends gotta be beef, dog. Don't do me with the pork burn ends. Give me
the beef.
Okay.
the beef joint.
Okay.
Or the turkey. Give me some turkey, some sliced turkey.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Making me want to go get some. What time is it?
I'm
Making me want to get some
I'm like,
barbecue.
it's still open, I think. Yeah.
Yeah,
You got to know your order when you go in the spot too.
yeah.
And
Okay.
Gates is worldwide. I mean, remember Kevin? Kevin Hart was talking about Gates when he came.
And the thing is, I bring artists in, they be mad. They be like, "What is that sauce?" Bleh. I'm like, "Oh
They
my
don't
god,
like the gay sauce.
they
Gay got
don't." So it depends
Gay
on
got the
where
best sauce.
they do. But it
Yeah.
depends on where they're from. So if they are from maybe the Carolinas or like Ohio or something, the vinegary situation, they're like, eh. It
Yeah.
depends on where they coming from, I found. So I'm like, I'm gonna base where I'm gonna send you for the barbecue on where you coming from then. Like, what kind of sauce you like? Oh,
Okay.
thicker.
Mm.
Okay. Let me send you over here.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
My uncle, he's from Dallas, and he's like, "Yeah, our barbecue ain't no better than ours." Da, da, da. And I'm be like, "I don't know, uncle."
Mm, our tacos are.
The taco. I mean, they got tacos everywhere now, man. They got so, and they Kansas City
Listen,
got some good They got some good. The Mexicans they everywhere, and they got some good taco.
I'm just saying, I need to look, shout out to people in Texas. Next time I come through, take me to the good taco
The
spots
good taco
because I
spot.
ain't never had good tacos in Texas.
What?
What?
For
I'm
real?
so serious. I'm so for real.
Really?
Good tacos here.
I
And the thing is, I grew up in
don't know where
like
they was taking you. I
the
don't remember the place,
Mexican
but
parts of Kansas City too. Like I used to go to East, be in the Northeast area and all that stuff. I grew up around Mexicans my whole life. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even ate tripe, all this kind of stuff. I know how to I know the flavor combinations you dig.
Mm-hmm.
So for me to go to Texas, I'm like, where the taco spots at? Where the joints? Where the grimy at? Where the little, the little truck, the good. Like, don't take me to the Americanized.
So it's
Run me to
Tex-Mex,
family. Right.
Tex-Mex taco.
Run me to family
oh
people. Where they at? Where the
Yeah,
people with the good stuff?
yeah.
No? Okay, fine. Where the
So
whole
we gonna shut it down here in a minute. Are y'all willing to do a little poetry or
yeah,
give them a verse, a bar, or something? Let them, give them a
yeah.
taste, a sample,
thing?
a sample.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Should I do a Kansas City poem? I have a newer one that's a Kansas City poem.
Ooh,
Fresh off the press.
new poems.
Um, how to find it?
Y'all about to get something new here.
I am intrigued.
Yeah, you wouldn't have heard this one either, Sherry. It was on the streetcar. Um,
Because I didn't get to go to the streetcar, but I went straight to Sherry's and started hosting because G and John had stepped in for me on my day when I was doing the hair show. I had a whole nother show there. That's what I'm saying. We'd be having all kinds of stuff going at Sherry's.
Hey, show too.
Well, I had a hair show in another spot. It was double booked because it had gotten rescheduled. And I already had my summer art series for my nonprofit scheduled at Sherry's. And that day I had a whole 8-piece band in that mug.
Y'all stay busy.
Stay busy. 8-piece band, poets, and everything.
Okay.
yeah, I found it.
Let's do it.
All right. From UMKC to City Hall, I love KC. From barbecue rich with brown sugar, I love KC. From fountains, farmlands, and booming urban areas, I love KC. I wonder, how could you not love KC? Those mundos, northeast, east of truths, there's no city like Kansas City. Over 100 years labeled as a gateway to the West, our history is eclectic. What other city can you drive 15 minutes and go from the hood to seeing cows? Meet someone from KC, you don't know if you're getting a farm boy or a city hustler.
Hmm.
I know why I love KC. As a girl, I wanted to be in the hustle or bustle of it all. My first job was at Some Fresh on Prospect, to eventually working at H&R Block. Some would say it best, you just don't know anything about KC. From its nightlife to beautiful rooftops to Go Chicken Go to Stroud's, I've had fried chicken from the west and the east of Truce with coworkers and my homies. The two worlds never collided. I just love both sides. And I wonder, If you love KC, KC, and I wonder. The city of speaks and the city speaks in the tradition and the history, but many wonder about the mystery as we hover over the streets. The community of fountains, the waters renew our thoughts of the Midwest. The chiefs circle and create a royal stature that many call the gateway, and I wonder if it's big enough for the millions of those that inhabit it. The millions pause and awes at the truth spilled on truth. The land is rich with opportunities of joy and prosperity. From the plaza lights, centered crown to 18th and Vine of Trapestes of the Crossroads. In Waldo, we brook the side of the river, the north, and we study the topography. And I wonder, do you love KC? KC? And I wonder, do you love KC? It's home to me, and I wonder.
If you love KC.
I actually got that from, the Kanye West song, and I wonder.
Yeah. But I think did he get it from somebody else? Because it sounds like an older. I think I've heard that kind of.
Ain't
And
no
I
telling the part.
wonder. Yeah, Kanye be sampling a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he sample lots of
I'm good
beats.
for it.
Okay, love it. What you got?
I think I want to end on a higher note because I was going to do this other poem called "Every Part of Me," which we are coming up on the anniversary of the government sanctioned murdering of Imam Williams, who is the person here who was executed last year.
I remember that.
From Kansas City?
He was actually from St. Louis, but he was from Missouri.
Okay.
And he was proven innocent, but they,
Mm.
and
They execute him anyway.
And they execute him anyway. And it did something, all that crap breaks a little piece of you sometimes.
Yeah.
And that's the first time I actually wrote a reaction to that, like just kind of, which, you know what, I could actually do that one, honestly.
So this is new?
Well, I wrote it a year ago. I've actually only read it twice.
Oh, okay.
I only read it twice.
I've never heard it. I'm ready to hear.
I actually wrote it the night before I did my feature at BRW because that was at 6:00 p.m. That was his execution.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And it messed me up because I knew I was watching the clock and I was like, and it messed me up. I was just watching it like, this is really happening. And right before that, I had gone to Dallas and hosted for Alex for her Right to Write festival. I was down there and stuff, and I didn't even read my own poetry. I actually took his book because he was a poet as well. I took his book and I read some of his poetry down there and asked people to write in, like, because people all over the country were writing in about this. But yeah, it still went down. All right, so this poem is called "Every Part of Me." Face said, shh. Lungs agreed with face, as they always did. Joined in an exercise of inhale, exhale, chest rising and falling. Thank you for reminding me, said brain. Said black woman to body, they took another one of our men and you in here trying to self-regulate? Said woman to black woman, and what a handsome man he was, thoughtful and eloquent. Said black activist to woman, wouldn't matter if he was useless, he was ours. I don't let nobody come in my house and run off with my ish, human or inanimate. Said minister to activist, why you always gotta cuss? Said linguist to minister, why are we accursed? Having these talks inside ourselves, having the talk among ourselves. Said spiritualist to crowd, maybe face was right. Maybe we should just meditate. Naturalist said, ashwagandha gummy? Lush said, candy is dandy, but liquor is quicker. Poe up, said black cousin to Lush. Light or dark, said black auntie. Poe down, said homie to the ground. Don't move, said woke to every muscle group. So we gonna imprison ourselves again. Why not? I'd rather be sedated than feel systemically incapacitated. Besides, a box is a box, whether above or beneath the ground, clown. I'm gonna sit down and have a drink now, said apathy to woke. When we fill your name in the blank, it'll matter which side of the ground the box is on now, won't it? Said black sister to apathy. Annoyed and overstimulated, said, it's too much noise. It's all too much. Black mother said, I just want the body to move. I want it not to be paralyzed in this state of not know what to do. We lost another child. When black mother spoke, she rose all the hairs of the neck, molecules busying themselves inside the temple as if she had pulled a fresh switch from a tree. I don't understand. Ain't nothing we can do about this. No thing, said tired to distraught. I'm sick of you. You always trying to hold me back. You are not a dam, and this dam is already broken. I'll be damned if I let you confine this pain. If we ain't got nothing else, we got tears. And black folk tears is big business here. Ask Governor Parsons. I'ma make it rain, said tears, ducks to eyelids. Yes, tears. Fight back. The fight has fresh blood and the sweat of the people rallying against a system that keeps doing this to us. Tears are prayers, supplication, saying the words we cannot, the tears, said send help, send relief, said the black chorus of ancestors, do something, said black spirit, black child, black skin. We are here inside this body with nothing to do but leak in this moment, shaking uncontrollably in rage, in fear, hypertension, hysteria, shock, confusion, can't believe and already knew inside one, ripped in two, face said shh. Lungs agreed with face, as they always did. Joined in an exercise of inhale, exhale, chest rising, falling, heaving, said brain to tear ducts once again. Thank you for reminding me they took another one of our men, said black woman to her own body. Calm down, calm down. Self-regulate.
Okay. Now I see what y'all mean by different styles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I dig that, man. Okay. I gotta, you gotta take that in. It was deep. So we gonna close it out. Is there any other things that you guys want to say about the Poetry Life League? You want to tag anybody, give any information, shots out? You want to shout out anybody?
I want to shout out TK. I mean, just him he's got a lot on his plate. He's not only is he doing the league, putting it together, he's hosting on all the battles. So every Saturday morning and Sunday evening, he's doing his thing. So shout out to him.
Okay,
and
shout out TK.
Shout out to TK, all the judges, every poet. Shout out to all the supporters who are already supporting. Like the videos are already doing numbers, each video, people watching and things of that nature. And shout out to Kansas City, shout out to Quez, because people in the city are already doing a lot of stuff, and Quez is busy. Putting on whole honoring ceremonies, the whole 18th and Vine Arts Festival. It's no small feat to put these things on. I know I put on a conference myself every year, so it's a
lot. Hey, man. Well, I'm honored to, sit down and have this discussion with you ladies, lady poets with the Poetry Life League. Yeah, it was fun, man. I hope to see you guys again. I'm surely going to hit some of them spots y'all was talking about and support you poets and try to have some fun and kind of relax. I think poetry is a relaxing kind of activity. So Thank you guys. See you next time. Appreciate you guys. Peace.
Y'all know what it is, man. Big Team Hunk around here, man. As you can see over here, man, come show this real quick, man. This is Team Hunk, man. Helping others notice queens. You see that Q is queen. Helping others notice kings. You see that K mean kings, man. We traded it from Killer City to Kansas City, man. And as you can see, it say Brick City. That means we building our city one brick at a time. Why? Because it's Brick City.
Hunk for peace.
Big, big.